before I start, I just got to say a couple of things. First of all, this is totally overwhelming to me. I thought it was wonderful when I walked out on Thursday night and everybody was there clapping. And you know what came to my mind? That I was really proud to be part of an organization that would even do that and have this kind of a party. You know, it's a lot about, in my life, it's always been a lot about family. And I came here as a co-worker. I'm leaving my family. I have mixed emotions. I'm happy that I can have my family here tonight to celebrate this. And I want to really say, I want to shout out to Eddie. Is he still here? Because Eddie's the one who started this whole thing and put us in the family mood and set the tone that we have to have this firm. It's a great tone. And all of you for keeping that together, living that every day. It's about family. And a couple of weeks ago, when we started planning this party, I heard that my friend Lee Alcott was going to come. And I was really happy, because Lee was one of my first friends at Green and Seifter. And he was always funny, and we had a lot of fun together. Right back to you. Yeah. And then last week, his family had a tragedy that's unexplicable. It's just awful. And I heard that he wasn't going to come because he didn't want that tragedy to dampen this evening in any way. So I called him up and said, this is about me, but it's about us. It's about the Green Seifter family. And when times are tough, families put their arms around each other and give support. And I'm glad he's here. We can do that. And the other thing about families is they can get together on a time like this, and they can have a little fun, and they can make fun of each other, and they can sing, and they can laugh, and they can poke fun, and make short jokes. You know, that kind of stuff. It's acceptable as a family. But we can celebrate that too. So but before I start, I got to say two other things. First of all, whoever selected this place as the venue, I really want to tip my hat to them, because I can now go like this and cross one more item off my bucket list, because I always wanted to sing the blues at the Dinosaur Barbecue. And now I'm going to be able to do that. And I also want to thank Steve Jacobs. I see him out there, because this, I wasn't going to sing a song, but I'm an incurable hand, and I couldn't pass up a captive audience. Nobody believes that, right?
Carry that guitar around like a pocket watch.
Yeah, so I ended up writing a little song, and it was inspired by Steve Jacobs. Remember a couple of months ago, or 6 months or so ago, Steve Jacobs got us all hats that said, business development, and I know you're all wearing them your 5 minutes each day, but you're allotted to. I'm sure you're all putting them on, the business development hats. Well, I started to think about all the different hats that I've worn over the 20 years I've been here, and there's been a lot of them. So that inspired this song. It's called The Many Hats Business Manager Blues. This morning, said my God, it's all done. 20 years later, it's been a good run. I wore many, many hats, had my share of fun, and I paid my dues so I can sing that many hats businessman blue. I remember that first day I came in with my boss hat on. Went into Fern's office to find out how the place was really run. 'cause I hadn't earned it yet, and I didn't want my head to swell. Well, the HR hat was one I never really liked to wear. No, I never envied Rose. No, 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 no. And now Nancy's got that cross to bear. But I'll never have to spend another Friday with tears and tissues in the air. Well, I've been a hall monitor, a referee, and a mentor too. An agitator, mediator, arbitrator the whole day through. And when all else failed, I had to be the only adult in the room, and no one else would do. Well, I wore a coonskin cap, and I was an Eastern State Scout to Schenectady, Albany. That acting manager hat never quite fit well on me. And Tanya, if they ever give you that hat, take it from me and run away as fast as can be. I even wore a hard hat for a time. Several times on 8. And even once on 9. But I never could invent enough window offices to keep all your egos in line. Well, the fun hats that I wore were many and varied too. I was a party planner, entertainer, songwriter, jester, vacation planner, even Santa too. But as your Mega Millions bookie, I'm sorry I never brought the big one home to you. Well, when we first got the internet, I had to put my Mary Poppins hat on. I was the net nanny, and to monitor the sites you went on. Boy, did I find out what really, really was going on. Well, Bridget wanted to buy some boots for her husband of late. It was almost Christmas. She was in a hurry. She could not wait. She learned when you search for Dick's Sporting Goods, you cannot abbreviate. And I remember when Lowell wanted to find out some golf scores, because he's going to play around with President Bill. I can see the embarrassed look on his face. Oh, I can see it still. He learned a lot about love. WhiteHouse.com, not .gov. Well, I even wore a farmer's hat to fertilize a little growth, and I didn't really mean no harm. Just wanted to help the firm with a little growth shot in the arm. And as the merger facilitator for Grace and Kevin, maybe the third time will be a charm. Well, all good things and songs must come to an end. But there's one hat left that I cherish the most, and I'll take with me when I go around that proverbial bend. Well, it's a simple hat that just says friend. And for that I thank you all, 'cause I know that one will never end. Only short jokes, no short songs.
Good job.